I'm sure you all know your ABCs, but do you know the ABCs that could save someone's life? If not, then this is a must-watch video for you because we're going to be covering the B of the ABCs when it comes to saving lives, and that is bleeding control. Now, if you want an easy win for the day, stick around for this whole video because this is one of the easiest and most straightforward ways to help someone in need. It might not be easy for those of you that don't like the sight of blood, but when you're called upon to help, you're just gonna have to suck it up and come to the rescue. What's up, everybody? For those that are new here, my name is Matt. I'm a paramedic, and it is my mission to help provide you with the skills and tools to potentially save a life one day. But if you want to help save a life today, go ahead and hit that like, follow, and share button because every person that watches this video is another opportunity for a life to be saved. Today, I want to make sure that you're comfortable with the idea of bleeding control. We're not going to cover using a tourniquet. We'll save that for another day. What I'm going to go over today is simply how to stop minor to moderate bleeding with tools that you can find in a first aid kit. Now, if only you had a Paramedic Approved first aid kit. Seriously though, guys, if you're part of the 44% of the people in the US that do not have a first aid kit, you gotta get on that. Okay, so maybe your kids are out playing in the yard and one runs in crying with blood all over them, clutching their arm. What do you do? Well, first you're gonna identify where the bleeding is coming from and how fast it is coming out. Once you've identified the location and the size of the injury, you're gonna wanna instruct the patient to hold direct pressure on the wound until you can get prepared to help. This would be the ideal time to put on a pair of gloves if you have them and pull out the gauze and roller bandage from your first aid kit. So first step, you're gonna wanna place a piece of sterile gauze directly on the wound and apply firm, direct pressure. Now, what you're not gonna do is lift the piece of gauze up every 10 seconds to see if the bleeding is stopped. You're gonna hold it in place, and if you see blood soaking through the gauze, you're gonna wanna use a second piece of gauze and apply direct pressure again. You're gonna keep repeating this process until you do not see any blood soaking through the top piece of gauze. Once the bleeding is stopped, you're gonna apply a roller bandage that maintains firm pressure around the wound. Once you've run out of roller gauze, you're gonna either tape or tie the bandage so it is secure. Now, in case you were a little too jacked up on adrenaline, once you've tied off the bandage, make sure that there is adequate circulation beyond the injury and loosen the bandage if necessary. Wasn't that easy? I know this may have seemed like common sense to some of you, but unless you've been trained in providing first aid, it's always good to be confident that you're doing the right thing in emergencies. So what I did not cover in this video is how to use a tourniquet. This device requires training to use because if misused, it has the potential to do damage to the patient. But having used this piece of equipment before, I can tell you that it is a lifesaver. So if any of you have interest in me creating a video in the future about tourniquets, go ahead and write tourniquet down in the comments below. Well, I hope you learned something today, and as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button over here so you don't miss any more life-saving advice in the future. And go ahead and check out one of these hand-picked videos on your screen. Take care.